Hey guys, it's Grade. I'm here with an update video for my build. I'm basically doing what everyone else is doing now. Pretty much the storm mages are the best DPS I've found that I like. There's no delay in their attack, but I supplement it with Ice Bomb. Ice Bomb from the Frost Mage. So it's still kind of like a zoo build, but I've thinned out the zoo a little bit so that way I can afford more Frost Mages. So I'm rocking 10 Frost Mages. I just picked this up. It's not that expensive to get. I think it's about 2 Divines now. You get with a double socket and then these Azkapas in it to get 30 Spirit. The Azkapas are cheap. So cheap. There's only 50x now compared to like before. It was like four divs last season. So the price has fallen down in Azkapas. You can get your Spirit in here. You can use a Sun Splitter too. Some people use a Sun Splitter. I just like using this because you can get the Spirit. My gear is pretty much the same. I managed to cap out all of my Chaos Res. So we're good on that. We've got +2 minion on the helmet, +3 on this amulet, and then +4 on the on the scepter. They also have, if you look at this, a talisman. The one I'm running is a 30% increased damage. Everything else that I've got here is just traditional gear, trying to cap out all your stuff. I need a new belt. I tried to get one with 3 charm slots. You really need 3 charm slots. It's really kind of needed. So we're gonna run the build now through everyone's favorite map, Val Factory, level 80. Maybe I should put Delirium on this just to make it even worse. Let's go put Delirium on it so we can make it as worse as possible. Part of the drawbacks for this build, because it's elemental, is if you roll any elemental res, that increases the tankiness of the monster. So then you have to curse all the time. Kind of slows down your progress. Temporal chains, that's also some bullshit. Yeah, let's go run this. Those are the worst ones. Temporal chains, and if you have elemental res. Obviously, you have like extra chaos damage or any kind of damage that's weak against your resistances, it'll do pretty poorly on you, but this is how we run it right now. It's doing pretty good. I like how you can kind of see the things now, the monsters. But let's go see how this is. Ooh, what is that? Oh, level 19. Right, with the storm mages, the clear is really good. They attack everywhere. I opted for more storm mages, so I have 10 of them instead of rocking my usual 7. And in my opinion, the way I like to do it is I'd rather have more of them doing less damage than less of them doing more damage. Just because there's more places that they can be aiming at. So that way, when you're fighting monsters, you don't have to worry too much about them straying 1v1ing a certain area. See, so like, oh, what is that? Did I hear somebody? Oh, yes. And the nice thing is, you can support. Oh, that got healed? Here, I don't know what's going on over there, so I'm gonna wait. Oh, these guys are body blocked. That's why. Drop an ice bomb on him. See, that's another case of why having, 2 storm mages with you, so you can have ice bomb. So that way you can have that like on-demand damage. You can just kind of roll into a situation, put out some damage in case you guys are, your homeboys are like trailing in the back. But yeah, so everyone's favorite map. This map is usually a pain in the butt. If your defenses are low, it hurts. Immune to chaos damage. We're gonna skip that. Hopefully we get. Where is it? Was there another flag? I like to get the flags. We're immune to bleeding. Oh, not that many flags. Summon your pain offering just in case. Come on. Wrap? Great home. What is that? Oh. Yes, a logbook. Oh, I got one of these already. That's blue. Get rid of that. I need chance orb, chance orbs, chance shards, 4 chance orbs. And then for this kind of situation, yeah, we'll bust this out. Try to get 4 stacks as fast as possible. All right, then you can kind of just hang out on the side in case if there's like a tornado or something going on. Ooh, nothing good. Somebody wants to buy something. 1 second. Okay, back to the map. But yeah, build's doing good. The only gripes I have is that I don't know how we can gain more power And by more power, I mean the power to overcome simulacrum. I tested a simulacrum the other day on my standard D character with like 500 spirit, you know, level 33 minions and stuff. And I tested 2 versions. I did it with storm mages. I attempted it with storm mages, and I also attempted it with frost mages. And both times, it was not good. The storm mages did better, but they failed at the same stage. I had a hard time in when you get to the round where it's like a small room. That one's the worst one because you're so squishy. Even with like 7,000 energy shield, it's so easy to get one shot killed. So it's definitely overtuned for minions, and then your minions will die. They don't do enough damage, so they don't clear as fast as they used to. And this is only simulacrum 0. It's not even simulacrum like 1 or 2. So definitely gonna need to have some changes, I feel like. Well, otherwise we're gonna have to play no simulacrum farming for 3 months. That's gonna be like the alternative. I hope that's not the case. Okay, just kind of hang out. Anything good? No, we got one more. Yeah, these guys are moving fast. Yeah, it's just really nice to have the option to drop an ice bomb. Drop an ice bomb, throw up a pain offering. And right now I have plus 11 minion levels. Like from the testing that I was doing, to get to T15s, you need about level 25, 24 to 26 minion level to be able to complete T15s. Your efficiency is not that great, but it's good. And then right around 28 to 29, your efficiency goes way up for doing just T15 mapping and stuff like that. Oh, it's a primate spirit. Hopefully we get a talisman. There's a strong box right there too. Yeah, it is pretty spicy. Don't get killed. Move away. Move away, boys. There's slows everywhere too. It's such a pain. I'm hoping I can get a new belt. I need a new belt with multiple charm slots, so that way we can get like slow, freeze, all the good stuff, all the good buffs, or all the good debuffs, charm debuffs. So yeah, they're pretty spicy. This is with a delirium on there, but they do really well. The storm mages do really well. I don't know what this is. Here, we need a save summon case. Anything good? No, but I will take this. This Valor. Nope, can't even defer it. What's this? Okay, so here we are. Mod, I have more spirit than you. Yeah, dude, I bet. I only have 416 spirit, so once the spirit. Oh my god, I'm frozen. I really want a belt with 3 charms, dude. And I also want more spirit. I need more spirit, mod. I have 429. Yeah, that's pretty good. Here, there's a strong box. Additional Jinbara. Okay. And usually for strong boxes, you don't have to use sigil of power. At least not with this. I have level 31 storm mages. It's more than enough damage. I got 31 storm mages. They only have 4 socket. Oh, divine orb. Thank goodness, dude. For the YouTube video. Okay. Would you sacrifice +2 minions for 100 spirit? I don't know. I have to see. It depends what we're talking about here. Like, probably not. Probably not. +2 minions is 3 storm mages, dude. That's a lot. So 3 storm mages, right? If you look at how many storm mages I have, this is 10. So if I had 3 more, that's a third of damage. A whole extra third of damage. And then +2, every level of minion level is about like 10%, 10 to 12%. So in a way, maybe I would sacrifice +2 for 100 more spirit. Because I was just talking about how I'd rather have a bunch of more minions that hit for slightly less than less minions that hit for more. Just because every time I've tested it, fuck, pain offering didn't go down. Every time I've tested it with snipers back in season 1, when I had 20 minions versus 25 minions, 25 minions felt always better for clear because they could shoot everywhere at all times. And then on top of that, with this, to clear maps, you don't need that much power level. You don't need that much power level to clear maps. So once you hit that sweet spot of clearing maps with whatever attack damage you need, getting plus levels is more like, it's not that much needed. Especially even in simulacrum where numbers is, you need numbers. But then I can see you need plus levels because plus levels give your minions more life. But even then, I couldn't beat simulacrum, dude. I couldn't get past wave 9. So hopefully someone out there has some secret tech. But I'm going to do more testing as I get stronger to try to attempt simulacrums. But yeah, so that was, what did we just do? We just did a level 80 map. Hold on, let me look at this real quick. Yeah, that's not good. Just did a level 80 map, right? Val Factory, everyone's favorite, imbued with delirium. The delirium value wasn't that high, but still, you know. But here's my gear. Trench timber +2, right? Showed this earlier. I got this from a vendor strongbox. I'm saving up cash for another strongbox pull in case I get one. This chest, these chests are crazy expensive now. If you get a 600 energy shield chest, they're running for like 20 divines. It's insane. So I'm running this 500 one. Maybe the prices have gone down or stabilized. I got this new helmet, intelligence. I had to get +35 int on something just so I can run leap slam. Same amulet. I'm really considering valing this to get 2 sockets. So maybe we can get another 30% increased damage on this. That would be sick. This ring, I got this on the cheap. Just something to fulfill my resistances. This is this crazy boot that I found. It had all these stats except movement speed. And then I slammed the movement speed on it. So that's pretty awesome. I got this belt. It only has 1 charm slot. I wish I can get one with 3. And then I have this glove. Just then again, something else to just kind of fulfill the resistances. So all max except this one's at -1. But anyway, let's go look at the minions real quick. Right, I run 2 frost mages, a sniper, 10 of these guys. I don't have withering presence on. The reason for that is because I don't need it. Everything dies before withering stacks can apply anyway, so it's kind of a moot thing to have. 1 cleric. It's nice to have 2, but I only have 1. Convalescence is bugged, so it works on your second weapon set. I have it on the second weapon set, and you could still use it on the first one. I'm surprised they didn't fix this. So whatever, abuse it while we can. Skeletal warrior minions from the rattling scepter. So with this, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minions. That gives us 35%, right? Increased damage bonus on the muster support gem. So if you look at the support gems, sacrificial lamb on the skeletal warriors. This thing sucks. Sacrificial lamb, it doesn't sacrifice both sacrifices. Whenever I use a pain offering, it only does 1 guaranteed and then 1 other random one. So it's super annoying. Culling strike, maim to slow down, and then infernal legion to blow up gas. I have these just in here just in case I want something on the side. The frost mages, semi-important. I have them with inspiration, spell echo, magnified effect, and ingenuity. Whole reason being is you want this, right? I want to be able to drop ice bombs. The cooldown on it's pretty not too bad. It's pretty fast, right? It's backed up. So it's nice that, you know, you're jumping around, rolling around, turn a corner, those guys are stuck behind somewhere, you can ice bomb. You don't have to sit there and like wait and just be bored and then wait for them to clear. You can drop an ice bomb and then you can clear stuff. So that's how I like to play it. You can go 0 button and not press anything. That's fine too, but you just have to wait. Skeletal sniper minion. I have him with bidding. corrosion. I should take this off. This is from like something else. I was running Reavers and then having these guys with armor break on the poison. But scatter shot and bidding with a minion mastery jewel just for basically a giant fire nuke whenever I fight something. So that way I have access to a gas arrow. It's very rewarding to see fire resistance weakness, and then you just drop a gas arrow and it just basically erases like a rare. So that's kind of fun to do. And then my storm mages, these guys are only 31. I have them with a level 20 gem. I'm not using a sun splitter, so you know, with the sun splitter plus 3 you could get level 32. I'll probably have to corrupt this to get my level 32s. And then the other places I could get a 32 is a +1 corruption from the helmet, which is probably super expensive. And then maybe yeah, either a sun splitter or something over here. But none of these guys are perfect socketed. I haven't found a perfect jewelers and I refuse to buy one. So arcane tempo, muster, feeding frenzy, and I have controlled destruction on here. Even though these guys have really good crit, I put on controlled destruction. And the reason I did that is because I asked ChatGPT, what's better, 25% more multiplier for damage or crit? And depending on your crit, right? So let's take a look at this. Let's take this off. We take this off. We look at our crit multiplier for this. It actually says, oh, actually, it's only 13% now. I must have changed something. Changed it. Oh, I did change it. So my passive tree with full passive tree points and crit damage points, I was at 24% with 170% crit damage bonus. And I asked ChatGPT and it did actually say an average out that crit was better. It was like a 1.3 or something average damage per hit versus 1.25 average damage per hit with the controlled destruction. But I still went with controlled destruction. The reason why is in the passive tree, this is another gripe of mine. There's so much things to take. So many things, right? But there's not enough passive skill points, right? You have your own defenses to worry about. You have your minions defenses to worry about. And then, you know, the attack damage portion of it with the minion damage and all that stuff, minion resistances. So the reason I took controlled destruction is so I could save points, because the damage was, you know, is comparable, right? It's what, kill a boss in half a second sooner than you know, half a second quicker. And I was saving this point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whole points, right? And I could allocate those points other places. So that's why I did that. So to free up points. So that's one of the gripes that I have is like, dude, there's not enough skill points. There's too many nerfs. Things are nerfed to hell, so you have to spread all your points thin and you can't really like focus on anything. Withering Presence is in here, but I also don't use it just because things are dying really fast anyway. I could advocate for using this earlier, maybe, if you're not killing things pretty fast. Right, as we saw going through the maps, I mean, to stack up Withering Presence is kind of not really needed. At least for where we're at. If I was to do like a Pinnacle boss, I could see myself putting Withering Presence on. As much debuffs and as much damage as we can get for Pinnacle boss hunting, I could see that. But for general mapping, I don't know. You could if you wanted to. I used to have Upwelling in here. I was really a big fan of Upwelling, and then I actually look at the percentage of increase that I was getting. It was only like 6%. It was 30% extra damage for your minions when you're not at full mana. But when I looked at the tooltip for the increase on a Storm Mage, it was only 6%. So it wasn't worth it. The extra 30 spirit from this, plus the 15 from the Upwelling, an extra 45 spirit for 6% increased damage when I could use that 45 spirit for a whole nother Storm Mage, right? And then we have Convalescence in here because we're cheating. Leap Slam, level 7. Right? We need at least level 7 Leap Slam. Conductivity, this is the only curse that I have in here. This is to help the main damage dealers. And then Pain Offering. Pain Offering with Persistence, Ablation, Dance Macabre, and Expanse. I'm glad that Expanse, even with the 8-second cooldown buff or nerf, with Persistence on it, it cancels it out. So you can have as much Expanse as you want. For Conductivity, I'm using Hex Bloom, Focus Curse, and Heightened Curse. Storm Mage's Last Gasp, Meat Shield. The most part are these guys. The big deal are the Storm Mages. You could replace this Corrosion if you don't like it. This is kind of important if you want to have access to Frost Bomb. The Frost Bomb actually really hits pretty well. If you look at the Ice Bomb damage, It's average per damage per use is 25k. With spell echo, it's twice. So you're hit it, you have a 50k nuke, which helps for clearing like extra trash and stuff like that. As far as the passive tree, we have sigil of power in here. Kind of a pain to go in here and do all the weapon set stuff, but it takes 10 minutes. You have to unallocate 24 points and then select each weapon set, and then put the points where you need them to be. And then it'll only activate whenever you use your sigil of power. If you don't know, that's how it is. How I have this set now too, I got rid of my fast recharge. I got rid of fast recharge over here, and I got rid of fast recharge over here because we have convalescence. And I'm not really getting hit as much. In the early levels, yeah, it was kind of a concern. But now, with how it's shaken out, as you saw, I wasn't really taking too much damage. So I got rid of it. And I just used convalescence. So that allowed me more points to put into stuff. I got Minion Revive, actually. My Minion Revive is maxed. I have this one, and then these. I don't know if it's worth it. I'm not sure. I think it is because it's noticeable when they died and you gotta wait. So I just opted to just take it anyway. Other things is I have this wheel, right? If you take a look at it, all the spirit that I can get, just the usual stuff, minus any of the crit. I mean, maybe I'll go back to using crit eventually, but as of right now, with the speed that it's mapping, it feels perfectly acceptable. But yeah, that's the update. I'm trying to make a video after this about minion skill levels for scaling your damage. So where you should be and what you need to be, what minion level you should be at if you need to get to specific map levels and stuff. So yeah, have a good one. Peace out. Bye. Okay. Dude, my fucking... Oh my god, dude. My pain offering is not on my skill bar. That's awesome. I killed this guy without pain offering. Convalescence. Nice. I didn't even put my pain offering up. Ah, no. I wanted something good.